morning students, I welcome you all to this video. Today I am going to explain you how to find out the consumption of material through RSM 180 degree method. In this method we will find out each part of the shoes pattern scale area, then we should calculate second wastage, then we should calculate the third wastage. We will get one pair of the material consumption for a shoe. I am going to find out the inside quarter pattern scale area of the Terby shoe using RSM 180 degree method. The first step is to draw the straight line. To draw a straight line on the pattern, keep the pattern on the graph paper line. Then you mark the reference point on anywhere on the pattern. Now trace the first pattern on the graph paper. First you keep this pattern on the graph paper and matching the straight line on the graph paper line. So now it's matching on the graph paper line, and trace the outer line. Transfer the reference point. Now to trace the second pattern, rotate 180 degree like this. So the second pattern should touch the first pattern minimum 2 points. So when you are placing the second pattern, it should have minimum wastage and proper interlocking. See, you can keep like this also, but in between this pattern there is a more wastage, it is there. You should not do like this. See, minimum wastage and proper interlocking we should do. So keep like this and match the straight line with the graph paper line. Now trace the outer line. Transfer the reference point on the graph paper. So mark as 2. Now to trace the third pattern, just again you should rotate this pattern 180 degree. So the third pattern should touch 1 and 2 patterns. This third pattern can touch either this side or it can touch this side also. So but when it is touching, the wastage in between the component, in between the pattern, it should be minimum. So I am choosing the option to touch this third pattern here. And matching the straight line with graph paper line. So straight line is matching with the graph paper line and it is touching 1 and 2 pattern. Now trace the outer line. Mark, transfer the reference point on the graph paper. Now mark 3. Now I am going to trace the fourth pattern. To trace the fourth pattern, once again you should rotate this pattern 180 degree. See, the fourth pattern should touch 1 and 2 or 2 and 3. So I can take the option with 1 and 2. Here this side I can trace, or this side also I can trace. So now I am choosing the option to touch 2 and 3. So match the straight line with graph paper line and touching of second pattern and third pattern. So the fourth pattern have the two options. One is first pattern and second pattern it should touch, or it should touch second and third pattern. So now it is touching second and third pattern. Now you trace the outer line. Transfer the reference point on the graph paper. So mark as a 4. So now to trace the fifth pattern, again you should rotate this pattern. Again you should rotate the pattern. The fifth pattern should touch second and fourth pattern. For the fifth pattern, it has only one option. It should touch second and fourth pattern. So now I am placing this fifth pattern here and touching off second and fourth pattern, matching the straight line with graph paper line. Now the straight line is matching and it is touching fourth and second pattern. Trace the outer line. Transfer the reference point on your graph paper. Mark 5th. Next, to trace the sixth pattern, you should not rotate 180 degree. It should be same as a fifth pattern. So it should touch 2 and 5 pattern or 4 and 5 pattern. It can touch second and fifth pattern or fourth and fifth patterns. I am choosing the option to touch the fourth and fifth pattern. So I am keeping this pattern and matching this straight line with the graph paper line and touching fourth and fifth pattern. So now trace the outer line. Transfer the reference point. Sixth pattern. To make a parallelogram, join 1 and 2, 1 and 3, and 5 and 6. Now I am going to join the reference point of first and third pattern. Next, you should join fifth and sixth pattern reference point. To make a parallelogram, join the first reference point and fifth reference point. Then join the third reference point and sixth reference point. So now I am going to give the name A, B, C, D. So I am taking this A and B as a baseline. So now I am going to measure the sides, whether the sides are equal. So this side is 13 centimeters. 13 centimeters. This side of also 13 centimeters. This side is 21.3 centimeters. 2.3 centimeters. This side also 21.3 centimeters. So I am taking A and B as a baseline. From this line I am going to draw a perpendicular line. So I am using this protector to draw a perpendicular line. So this line you can draw anywhere on the baseline. So I am drawing this. So now I am measuring this. See, 12.5 centimeters. 12.5 centimeters. So now I am going to calculate this parallelogram area. To calculate the parallelogram area, the formula is base multiply into height. So base is 21.3 centimeters. Height is 12.5 centimeters. If you multiply this, the product is 266 centimeters square. The centimeter square we have to convert into the square DC. See, 1 square DCM equal to 100 centimeters square. So 266 divided by 100. So 2.66 square DC. So in this parallelogram, two patterns are inside. To make you understand, I have colored in blue color. It's a 1 quarter pattern, and pink color is another quarter pattern. So like this, you have to do the pattern scale area of other patterns, and then you should calculate the second wastage using the RSM second wastage formula. Then you should calculate the third wastage. Then you will get the one pair of the material consumption.